Hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing? We are playing Explorer one more time before the Explorer Qualifier weekend will happen. And today I'm trying out sort of the new cool kid on the block, which is Amalia combo, of course. This deck, just very recent, of course. We've just gotten Amalia in the latest set, and boom, this deck seems to be performing really well. Had a really good win rate at the recent regional championships in Pioneer. Super powerful. The combo of Wildgrowth Walker and Amalia in the shell around Collected Company, Return to the Ranks, and so on. It doesn't happen often, honestly, that a deck all of a sudden jumps from, just crashes into Pioneer or Explorer, I guess, and it becomes a tier 1 deck. I feel like the format has been rather stable for the last years. I guess we had like Boros Convoke appearing, but otherwise I feel like there was not much changing around in that tier 1, tier 2 department. It's always the same decks. It's kind of cool to have a little bit of a shake-up here and have a new contender. And I think this is one of the strongest decks in the format. This is a list by Canister, who played this deck in a Pioneer Showcase Challenge, made top 20. And Canister, very respected player, of course, a great deck builder, just in general, a very strong player. I think he is a Mythic Championship. He won a Pro Tour, not like an Arena Mythic Championship or something like that. So sort of like a Pro Tour. Not really, I guess, but similar. In any case, very strong player, of course. And so the list, I guess we can talk about real quick. Kellan is something that I've ran into already when playing Explorer a little bit. On the ladder, I feel like every Amalia deck played this on turn 2 against me so far. I played against Amalia twice. And it makes sense. It gives you a map which you can use to start triggering your combo, or just for value, right? And then it also digs you deeper into your deck and mills. Like, it just really nice 2-drop for the deck overall. Finds you your combo, and it's just a must-kill threat. Yeah. We have 2 Voice of Resurgence. This is good against counterspells, good against red-black midrange, good against anybody who's trying to sort of interact on your turn with instant speed removal. May it be Lightning Axe, may it be Fatal Push, may it be blue-white control. Voice is just very annoying. And Dina Soul Step as a one-off to instantly kill, right? Because otherwise you always would have to attack with the creature, but with Dina, you can gain a bunch of life and just kill them. And then we have some free drops here, some interesting ones. Extraction Specialist as a one-off, makes sense. Skyclave Apparition as a one-off. Sentinel, the Nameless City, that's just a strong card. Some standard decks are playing this as a 4-off, like green-black midrange. It's, 3-4 Vigilance, makes a map token whenever it enters or attacks, just a value machine, good stats, strong card. And then 2 Welcoming Vampire, talking about value machines. Canister really wanted to outgrind, I guess, the red-black matchup maybe, and even against blue-white control to have a little bit more draw power with a Welcoming Vampire here. Pretty nice one in this deck, which basically has only 2 power creatures or less. And of course, Prosperous Innkeeper and Lunarch Veteran, they are stock. Notable, no Xenode Scout. I think a lot of lists are playing Xenode Scout, just not playing that in this one, which I think is reasonable. And we're playing Company and Chord 4 times and 2 Return to the Ranks, which I thought when I made a video on this deck is not legal on Arena. Like, I made a video maybe a month or 2 ago. And it turns out it is actually legal, so kind of nice to have. Returning all your combo in one swoop. So when you go through the combo, what you can do, you can like mill over your entire deck until you find a Return to the Ranks, put it on top. And then even if they have like a sweep or a way to kill the Amalia, you can just do it all over again. And because when you gain all that life as well, you can just go through your entire deck and then find Aetherflux Reservoir and then just one-shot your opponent with that. Also not needing combat. Wildgrowth Walker, every time you explore, gains you 3 life. So when you have a 2/2 Amalia and a Wildgrowth Walker, and then you start going off until you have 20 power on the Amalia, that means 18 activations or 18 triggers, and that means with the Wildgrowth Walker means 3 times 18, so more than 50 life. I think 54 life. My quick math is correct. So 54 life means Aetherflux Reservoir will kill them then, and that, yeah, just makes sense because you can dig towards your entire deck, which is such an interesting part of this combo, where not only do you create this big creature, you mill basically the top 18 cards of your deck if you want to. So that's pretty awesome. Mana Confluence, I mean, you gain a bunch of life, so you can afford to pay the life and just have an untapped land there. Total 23 lands. Okay, that's a bit low. We are playing Prosperous Innkeeper though, so that's sort of like maybe a third of a land. You can count it like that. Maybe helps you go off with company on turn 3, which is super important, of course. Yeah, 23 lands plus Innkeeper. Seems okay. Sideboard, we have a couple Fatal Push, a couple Thoughtseize, a Haywire Mite, lots of, Tudor targets here with the Chord of Calling. We have Haywire Mite, Remorseful Cleric against Phoenix, Archon of Emeria against combo decks. I guess this is a little bit more important against Lotus combo in Pioneer, so it's maybe not a needed slot in this format. I mean, it's good against Phoenix, only sort of, because it just dies to Fiery Impulse. But yeah, against Lotus combo, they have to sort of Otavara it. And yeah, so it's very good there. So you don't need it in this format, I would say. Another Extraction Specialist, Reidane. This one is great against blue-white. Get Lost, some removal. Skyclave, more removal in that regard. More Welcoming Vampires. 2 Kayla's Reconstruction. I assume this is for the red-black mid-range matchup, where, they just kill all your stuff. And then with Kayla's Reconstruction, you can, yeah, go even deeper into your deck and find more things. Do it for X equals 3 or whatever. And 1 copy of Knight of Dust Shadow, which is very good in the mirror match, of course, where it shuts off just the opponent's life gain, not yours. Often these types of cards, or at least in the past, they said it both ways, like Rampaging Ferocidon. Nobody can gain life. But Knight of Dust Shadow just says, oh, no, just you can't gain life. So you can still gain life, and that means you can still go off, but they cannot. All right, that is Amalia combo. Let's see how this deck plays out. All right, on the play, 2-lander, Innkeeper. Yeah, this seems reasonable. Well, this deck is certainly a deck where you should play some practice matches, I think. There's a lot of stuff going on where you want some experience, I think. It's not just like red-black mid-range or blue-white control, where you just pick up the deck and, fairly straightforward. Okay, so this could be a Bone Crusher Giant, a Fatal Push, or like a Go for the Throat. Just gonna attack for 1. Return to the Ranks does not return the Vampire. If I play Lunarch Veteran and then play Amalia, they can always Bone Crusher Giant with the triggers on the stack, unfortunately. I kind of want to go Vampire into Lunarch Veteran to draw a card. But that dies to Go for the Throat. So, and by the way, by Go for the Throat, I mean all the 2-mana removal they could have, whatever it is. Heartless Act. I guess Power would kill, does not kill the Vampire. Yeah. I mean, I could just go Amalia, they kill it, and then I return to the Ranks. I think I'm taking the risk here, just hoping they have Fatal Push Bone Crusher. So no Go for the Throat, please. And then the higher upside line, essentially. Looks like they... Nice. That's good for me. It's very good for me. Very happy about them just killing a Prosperous Innkeeper there. Alright. Chord of Calling. Graveyard Trespass. That's a good card against this deck, of course. Messes with the Return to the Ranks. Alright. So I can play land, play Amalia, and then Wildgrowth Walker. That's just what the deck does, huh? That's just pretty insane, honestly. So I do want to attack first in that case. But yeah, I just have to combo turn 4 here. You gotta be afraid. This deck, if you tap out against this deck, they can have the combo so easily. I think I just want to reduce the size of my deck. Oh, I'm so stupid. Wow. Oh my god, that was bad. I attacked and therefore I could not Chord of Calling anymore. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, practice makes perfect. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, oh yeah, I can still attack, but then of course I can't Chord anymore. It's just a very, very stupid mistake. Very unnecessary. And now they can kill my Amalia and then exile my Amalia. Just that's just stupid. Okay. They took a Chord of Calling, even though I have 2. I would have thought they'd take the return, but I guess they have the graveyard in check. Yeah. This was, I could have had 20 power and a dead trespasser. Okay, wow. Alright, so. What's going on here? Are they keeping up the removal? Maybe? Like, I could just go company here. I don't have to fear a sweeper, I think, and if they... Okay. Alright. If they kill my Amalia, I can respond with Chord of Calling. Sure. So now I have 5, 6. I guess I can attack these 2 maybe. Just okay, they're just giving up. Well, I certainly punted this game, but yeah, they were in a pretty rough situation here because I always have the combo at instant speed, while I also have the better board position than they do, just winning the race outright. Because Amalia in itself is such a good card with these life gain effects, turning into this huge creature. Yeah. Make mistakes, still win. That's what you yeah. That's what you sometimes get in Magic the Gathering. Okay, so we want definitely Extraction Specialist. I think we want Get Lost, maybe even Fatal Push, because of good old Sheoldred. I think this might be a matchup where we don't want Reservoir. I want so many cards here. Like, what do I take out? Seriously. Maybe return to the ranks because they have so much graveyard hate, maybe. Yeah. Could cut Dina. Just play sort of a grindy game. The Upcoming Vampire should be good here too, right? And Fatal Push, I mean, I have Get Lost and 2 Apparitions for Sheoldred. Haywire Mite, nah, I mean, Unlicensed Thirst, Fable. Like, I could also lose a game to Blood Type into Fable, just a couple kill spells, or like a Thoughtseize turn 1. And then they copy Blood Type over and over again, and that's gonna kill me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to exactly sideboard here, honestly. I still have 27 creatures. So if I bring in Kayla's Reconstruction, I think trimming on the Chord is fine. Yeah. I don't know, maybe you can trim like Lunarch Veteran, but then you might make your deck worse because you need those life gain effects. Maybe you can trim it a little bit though. I think I wouldn't trim the Innkeeper. The treasure is so nice early on. This is just exactly how you want to start every game, right? All right. A little bit too many lands. But at least we have a cycling land, so that's good. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cycle, and the treasure could be useful, of course, especially with a reconstruction, but kind of just looking for spells here. Opponent passing the turn on 4, which... Okay. I don't know if I would do that in their position. Like, if you have an instant speed remover, I might just kill the Amalia right away, honestly. Because... What if I play land and pass, and then you're like in a situation where, oh, if you play removal, I can respond with a Collected Company and get my triggers, get my value. Yeah. Unfortunately, my hand is pretty terrible, so... That was sort of what I was hoping for. I want to do it like this, yeah. So this way, I get another life gain trigger with the Amalia. Even though she was not in play when that happened. That's a good card to keep. Yeah. Okay, no more 2-mana removal. Like, I assume no Fatal Push. Yeah. I think I'm happy trading there. I mean, it frees up my Amalia. Seems pretty good. Sure, I could attack back theoretically, or to just give up. I mean, they must have been super flooding as well. Yeah, it's just a weird concession. Even have Castle Locthwain and all these manlands. Okay. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, this I can work with. Dina. Dina is the card that, or maybe an Innkeeper. I guess it's either one of these two. Dina. I don't know. I think second Innkeeper. They kill my Innkeeper, I guess my hand becomes a little worse. Maybe I should have just ditched the Dina. It's the weakest card in itself. It sort of needs other pieces to be there. What? They took the Dina? Okay. What? I'm so surprised by that. Dina was the pick, yeah? Dina is the most threatening card for you. Okay. The 1/3 that does nothing in itself. Like, it doesn't enable any combos. It needs life gain to do anything meaningful. Okay. I don't know if that's correct, but okay. Interesting. I want to play both Walkers and then Amalia next turn. I also could see going Vampire. Just only doing that, they have to have removal for it. Yeah. I could also go end of turn Amalia and then play these Walkers. But that would be bad against, like with Chord, I could fetch Amalia, but that would be bad if they have a kill spell for either of the two, for either Innkeeper or Amalia, because then I have like nothing going on. Yeah, I think I just play. I think I just play Vampire. They have to have a, you know, go for the throat or have to enable Fatal Push somehow. It's sort of, it's pretty threatening, right? Because it just draws cards. And then if they use a removal on the Vampire, my combo might work better. Might not get disrupted. Played Rakdos midrange off video, and it also felt pretty good. Wow, just tapping out like that, huh? Okay, that's good for me. Hitting me for 4 here with the Banky. I mean, if this deck is good against red-black, that's pretty appealing. It's just very resilient to removal, or at least the list by Canister here. With 4 company, return from the ranks, and even the sideboard reconstruction. Why is opponent taking so long? What are you thinking about? Alright, they finally attacked. Guess I start with voice. Maybe they have Fatal Push? Just no way to revolt. I guess I have enough to combo here with Chord, right? If I do it, I should do it now. Because of the Voice of Resurgence giving me a big token. And if they don't have Fatal Push, it's gonna be pretty good for me. Chord of Calling is very powerful in this deck. Just having to fetch a 2-drop, it's fairly easy to do. So now, haha, because yeah, it doesn't even matter how I trigger those. But now I get another token, so I do get an Explore here. I think that's gonna go to the bin. Just looking for Collected Company and so on. Or that's good too. Oh, actually, because of Voice of Resurgence, I'm going off here. Right. Ah, that's amazing. That's amazing. I didn't even think about that aspect. But yeah, when they try to kill Amalia in response, I get a token, I can still go off. But my Amalia is gonna die, so I will not be able to disrupt this from happening. So this is actually this is actually bad for me, huh? I don't want to gain life. Damn it. But I'm in the chain now, so I can't disrupt it. Welp. That could be bad for me. I didn't think of how this would play out, honestly. Damn. Yeah, I didn't think this all through because I don't have experience with the deck. So I was not aware that this could happen. Like, I could have thought this all through, of course, but you know, it's also learning by doing. I don't hate that. Yeah, shit. Well, my entire board will be Wrath, but it will have a ton of life. So I guess I'm just gonna dig towards Aetherflux Reservoir. I guess that should also do the trick. Although they can just exile my Amalia. I also took so much time that apparently I'm just gonna rope out now. How's that gonna work out? Oh my god. Me talking. I guess I always get a little bit of rope back when a trigger happens, so I can. This is still pretty. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, this is a click festival now. Well, but I should gain enough life that Aetherflux Reservoir just kills them, right? They can't deal me that much damage. That's amazing. That's pretty awesome. I'm at 74. Okay, so yeah, it didn't really matter because I can always just dig towards the reservoir and then kill them, which is just sick. I just couldn't do anything here. Wow. Yeah, this deck is strong, man. Holy cow. Damn. Yeah, that's powerful stuff. Okay. I feel like the Dina is kind of unnecessary when you have Reservoir. But it did board out Reservoir, which I probably shouldn't, honestly. I probably have to keep that card in the deck. I mean, not necessarily, but I think it's good to have. Extraction Specialist. It's kind of funny that I'm boarding on Return to the Ranks. Bring me an Extraction Specialist. Sort of like the baby Return to the Ranks. Skyclave. Maybe Chord is just too good in this deck. Get Lost. I want this, huh? Yeah, I think, I don't know. Maybe Company is even worse than Chord, honestly. Voice of Resurgence low-key won that game. It's like, otherwise it's kind of difficult to go off in response to removal, right? You would need to gain life somehow at instant speed with another Chord. They can always, when you play Amalia and then the triggers go on the stack, they can always just kill Amalia and stop you from comboing. But with Voice, they can't. Which that is really, really awesome. I kind of want the Welcoming Vampire. I mean, for what matchup is it, if not for this one? But maybe, I just don't know what to cut. Maybe a Lunarch Veteran? I also want the Get Lost. I want some more removal. Funnily enough, Get Lost could be used on your own stuff too. And then you get 2 map tokens and then, you know. Pretty good card in this deck. Oh yeah, I mean, this deck is strong. This deck seems very strong. Damn. No joke. Definitely either play it or respect it, I feel like. Yeah, this hand is fine. Not sure about the Reconstruction. Seems a bit overkill with 4 Chord and 4 companies. You could also play Shaper's Sanctuary. But that, I guess, has its own weaknesses. My opponents, to be fair, haven't played Fable turn 3 yet. I think, like many decks, a turn 3 Fable is kind of problematic because that all of a sudden gives your opponent mana advantage, lets them look deeper into the deck to find different answers. So yeah, if you play against rep like midrange and they just never play Fable turn 3, obviously they have it now, it's a much easier experience, right? It's just the strongest card in the deck by far, and if they don't have it, yeah, obviously it's easier. Okay, so I can just go Amalia here and then dig a little bit deeper into my deck. I could also keep this around for Extraction Specialist, I guess that would be best. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use my mana and put a body onto the board. I kind of hate doing this exactly, but I mean, down the line, you might even have to kill the Fable anyways, because they have like Blood Type Harvester. Am I blocking? to prevent the mana production. Looks like I'm not even able to block. They just have Fatal Push. Okay. Alright. So next turn I have 6 mana. Yeah, Innkeeper looking real nice in the stack. Basically giving you 2 mana for Chord. It's pretty awesome. Oh, wow. Change of plans? Huh. Maybe I just Chord for 2 and then untap Kayla's Reconstruction for free. Maybe. I could also just Kayla's now. You kind of want to Chord after the Kayla's because you kind of want to know what to Chord for. Or I just, I don't know. I mean, Chording for Extraction Specialist seems so good here. Maybe I just do that. Like, it's just excellent. Takenuma. No creature in the bin, huh? They found stuff. Damn it. Maybe I should have Chorded right there and then. Ah, frick. That was a punt, probably, yeah. That was a punt. Yeah, that was bad. Because now I'm not getting any Explore triggers. No, Anna. What did you do? Oh, and also Chording for 2 instead of 3. What is going on with my brain right now? Jesus. You just get a Kellan now, or a Voice, or a Wildgrowth Walker. God damn it. Ugh, I hate everything about this. Okay, whatever. I might still win this game because this Reconstruction, if it's just insanely good, then yeah. And their hand seems to be somewhat weak because they turn 4 Takenuma plus Fatal Push. It's not the best turn 4. They just drew this. Like, they would have played this, right? You don't just Takenuma in the blind. You don't have to. So the other card in hand, maybe another removal spell. They might Bone Crusher my guy. No? Okay, this is pretty good. So I can go... What do I do here, actually? Huh, that's kind of funny. I guess I'll just go these 3. And then put this trigger that gets Amalia back lowest. I'm just going to be able to combo here if they don't kill the Wildgrowth Walker. And then I just put back the Aetherflux Reservoir again. The Kellan really doesn't do a whole lot here. This was a really good Reconstruction, my goodness. Okay, so I want to do it like this, I think. I want to draw the card first, right? Do I? I could just Chord again, actually. No, because I don't have the green mana, and I've already played a land. So I can't really Chord again. So I think I just draw first. Yeah, you gotta be careful with your triggers in this deck. This is kind of funny. Okay, so I've drawn, and now I go into combo. And they can decide to blow up my Amalia, but that doesn't do anything, because I just get an Amalia back. So this is pretty good. Yeah. And then I just do the same again, where I put the Aetherflux Reservoir on top. This just doesn't accomplish anything. I mean, if they have a Fatal Push as their last card, I guess it makes sense. Alright, fine. I'll leave it on top for now. Because if they have Fatal Push as their last card, I do want to draw a Chord of Calling. But I'm going to see that in a second, so it's fine. We were just demolishing Black-Red. Wow, they do have Fatal Push. Okay, alright, well. I mean, they're out of cards now. Alright. Pretty good. Just pass. Yeah, I have the combo next turn again. Discard, yeah. Yeah, just concession. Wow. Just absolutely mowing through red-black midrange twice 2-0 into Mythic. I'm impressed. Red-black midrange is no joke. In this game, they even had a really good draw, right? They went like Thoughtseize, Fable. Did they Thoughtseize me twice? I don't even... Yeah, I think they did, right? They took like Amalia and a Chord or something? No. Did they take Skyclave Amalia? And then I drew the second Skyclave, right? Yeah. So, yeah, they had a really good draw here. They had lots of removal, they had pressure, they had Bone Crusher, they had Disruption, Fable. And I just demolished them. I mean, I've been really drawing well too, right? I always have the Innkeeper turn 2, which is just amazing in this deck to have on turn 2. And just the Reconstruction off the top for executes free into 3-drop, 2-drop is pretty insane. But yeah, I guess that's the power of Reconstruction right there. And it's kind of nice. Look, like Shaper's Sanctuary is a 1-drop that's good on turn 1. But Shaper's Sanctuary gets a lot worse down the line, because then you've already played all your cards, and it's just a bad top deck. And here in a deck where you also explore and where you manipulate your library a little bit, digging towards certain cards, having a very powerful top deck that just outright wins the game is pretty nice. And I guess lists prior to this list by Canister without the Reconstruction played like up to 4 Return to the Ranks and used that as their powerful endgame spell. But Return to the Ranks is not very good against Graveyard Hate. So Kayla's Reconstruction comes in there really nice when your opponents bring in all their unlicensed tourists, rest in pieces, go blanks, and so on. And then boom, you just have this power play that doesn't need the graveyard. So that's pretty cool. I like this approach. And we're in Mythic. I think with Kellan, even though we're missing a color, I think this hand is decent. Where X is 1 plus the number of opponents who control an artifact. Just such a weird wording, right? Yeah, I think Kellan you want to play as soon as possible. Sure, they have push here, but it gets worse down the line, because then at some point it can't attack anymore, then it can't do any value, so you want to play it turn 2. So 3rd Rakdos in a row. Alright. I guess just Innkeeper. You could go like Lunarch map, but I kind of like having the map around also for the Wildgrowth and the Amalia. If I had a land here, I could just combo. I think it's just Amalia, because I kind of need to hit land drops and this digs me deepest. My hand is completely loaded. I just need lands here. Nope. Not a land. So I can play Lunarch. Oh, I guess I should play Lunarch first. Right. I'm making so many missteps with this deck. That was missequencing. Yeah, I need to play Lunarch first, of course. Do I want to pop another map? We hit another land? Probably. Just do it here. It's a good card. It's a pretty good card. I don't know. What's gonna happen here? Fatal push there. If they have fatal push and trespass, I guess it could go badly. I'm gonna keep it. I think it's so good, I just want it. Because they went fatal push, bankbuster, Fable. Pretty good start. Yeah, let's see. Archfiend of the Draws, okay. That's pretty intense. Alright. I just go combo, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you tap yourself out. I mean, it's also like you can't tap yourself out there. I have 4 Chord, I have 4 Wild Walker. That's 8 cards, and Land Company also does it. I mean, you know, I don't have a land because I missed a land drop. To be fair, not sure if I should have kept the extraction on top. It's too easy. It's too easy. Ay, ay, ay. I don't even know how to sideboard. I mean, all my cards seem good. Like, I'm always winning so easily. Just put these 2 in. And Skyclave. Welcoming Vampire. Extraction. This card is just very good. At least compared to Return from the Ranks, it also works. Like, it's just a free 2 in the end, even against Graveyard Hate. Maybe I'm underrating this card. Maybe this is just too good to not play in this matchup either. I don't know, but it's just I don't know what to cut. That's the main problem here, right? Like I can trim a Lunarch Veteran. It doesn't feel right because it just seems pretty nice too. It just seems important to have those life gainers. Otherwise, it's so difficult to combo off. Like every time I went for like this fast kill, I had one of these. If I don't have these, I have to have explore triggers somehow. So, you know, I think they're pretty important to the game plan. Yeah, I'm just gonna sideboard very little now. Like, so far I'm winning a lot. And I don't see like even a Shieldred, like I'm starting to wonder, like, do you even care about Shieldred? Yeah, this is a mulligan, I think. Like this is just if this would be a green land, I would keep it. But okay. Well, we might get our first loss against Rakdos. Putting Reservoir to the bottom is a bit sad, not gonna lie. But keeping it in hand, I mean... What am I even doing here? I can't play Amalia without another land. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I guess. I don't know if that was actually... Well, it makes it a little easier to cast Amalia, that's why I did it. Maybe wrong. But I might untap this anyways next turn, so... Voice of Resurgence. I think it's just Kellan. They kind of have to kill it. Otherwise I might get value. Okay. That's good. I could actually explore onto this. I didn't even think about that, and then maybe I get through this. It's a bit of a gamble. Maybe I should have done that though. Like it's a gamble, but it's a very high payoff gamble. And I'm already on a mulligan to 5. Like if I hit a creature, I can just make this a free for attack, draw the creature. Which is pretty awesome. Okay. They're going aggro. I mean, they want to eat on my graveyard, I guess. Alright, pretty good. Don't need that. Yeah, okay, we're losing on a mulligan to 5. It's fair, it's fair, it's fair. And I could have made better plays, like... Yeah, now Shieldred is threatening, huh? Chord. Okay. I'm at 1. Yeah, I think I'm just dodged. It's with the Trespasser mainly. I can Extraction Specialist 1 back, but then I still die. Right, there's nothing I can do here. Yeah. Yeah, it was very fast paced. So like Welcoming Vampire, not even sure if it's that good here. Looked kind of slow. Huh. Let me know in the comments what you would do with this sideboard, or what would you bring in or bring out. I feel like you want to stay fairly streamlined, but that makes you a bit more vulnerable to interaction, I guess. No mulligan to 5. That should be good for me. Yeah, opponent had a tough draw, but I maybe could have with the Kellan there. Could have done something different to avoid that fast or yeah, that loss. Thoughtseize. I think Innkeeper is actually pretty good. Interesting. Like I wouldn't have been surprised if they take the Innkeeper with the Thoughtseize there, because that leaves my Amalia, you know, sort of as a play, but that just gets killed by like a removal. And then the company is like a couple turns down the road. Would have liked to play Kellan, man, but I don't know. I can't pass up the on the value. Interesting. Just play Kellan right at this point, because like getting it to explore is the same as just yeah. I guess I would have gotten 2 explores though, right? Funny, because they have an artifact and it gives me 1 plus the number of artifacts. Interesting. So maybe I should have not done this, but this puts a body to the board, which can draw me more cards and dig me deeper, so that's good too. Trespasser boy again. Kind of good against my Kellan, honestly. They exalted one Amalia. Now they kill the Innkeeper. Yeah, makes sense. But I feel like if you do this, you should probably exile the Innkeeper. Yeah. Like I'm kinda beating my opponent with like this fair game plan here. So I don't mind the Skyclave Apparition. That's really good. Playing that card after Kana's banned. I guess I see the reason why, because it's good in this matchup, huh? Offering to trade. If you had a Shieldred in hand, would you offer the trade here? No, you wouldn't, right? Because then I would block, and then your Shieldred wouldn't have the, you know, I have my Skyclave for the Shieldred. Keeping Skyclave on top was really bad against the Sweeper. Yeah, a Sweeper just completely blew me apart there. Oh, yeah, we're playing a creature deck, so there's certain sideboard cards against us that are very, very, very good. I think this. I guess I'll block. Okay. Keeping the land for a trespasser to discard into ward. Interesting. Not keeping it for the Skyclave. Casting that one before they draw Thoughtseize. Top 7, man. Oopsie daisy. That's just rough into a Bone Crusher. Just trading my best top deck. Like I was like, wow, Kayla's Reconstruction. Let's put in, you know, some haymakers. No, just 1/2/2 for 5 mana, and they're gonna exile it as well, which but they skipped through the attack and they drew a second Skyclave. Oh my god. The worst. Why did I top the Skyclave against the Extinction event? This was so bad. Alright. We lost 1 against Rakdos. We won 2 against Rakdos. We're losing 1 now. It's okay. Yeah. They're just gonna hive me to death, exiling my graveyard. Extinction event, man. Whoa. Brutal. Yeah, I guess that's the premium sideboard. Like there's like Path of Peril. There's Heated Sugo consumes all, which doesn't hit the 2-drops, of course. Yeah, Skyclave Apparition, I don't know, man. It's really a hit or miss card. It's sort of like a necessary evil sometimes, but it's just so bad against Rakdos in a lot of spots too, where they just kill the 2/2 and then get like a 3/3 and sort of you kind of 2-4 yourself because sure you get to deal with something, but then they kill this and they get the 3/3 anyways. I mean, you didn't 2-4 yourself, but you just sort of traded with Bone Crusher Giant, which is pretty terrible. Your free drop. So I don't know, maybe you don't play it. I'm just gonna double block here. Okay, they go for what? What is this? Bradson, okay. Sure. Pretty good. I guess I should have played Voice first. Yeah. In case they have like another Bone Crusher end of turn. Play the Voice first. Okay, it's a pretty terrible draw. Oh, yeah. Wonderful. A bit weird that they didn't play Bone Crusher. Yeah. Like last turn they had free mana open. I guess maybe they were just keeping up the removal to not randomly die to a collector company. I guess the first two opponents really didn't have any sideboard interaction. The first two red black opponents. And now my opponent is playing Brotherhoods and Extinction Event. Torch the Tower also pretty good in the matchup. Yeah, good draws, Fables. I have pretty shitty draws. You lose, I guess. So maybe the matchup is not as easy. It seems good pre-board at least. I think I have to start blocking here. It's good pre-board, I would say. Very good, probably. But post-board, depending on your opponent's sideboard, yeah, might be a little bit more difficult. Oh, that was a good draw. Get a voice back. Opponent also not playing a 6th land ever. Like, at this point, you would play 6th land, right? And just slam another Bone Crusher Giant to... I guess they're keeping up removal. I mean, I have to assume... Like, they either are slow-rolling lands because they have Blood Tokens and Fable in their deck, and they just want to discard the lands, or they haven't drawn them. Yeah, and I don't know. No. Probably second options, honestly. I think they're thinking about maybe Bone Crushering this elemental or something like that. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe they want to Bone Crusher the specialist. Yeah, a bunch of Bone Crushers is pretty brutal against the stack when you're in this grindy setting. Okay, it's another torch, sure. Oh, they sack the treasure. They really want to scry. Okay. Well, you got it. Interesting. They didn't want to torch the voice. They really want to go for... Yeah, they just wanted to kill my life linker, so I wouldn't be able to gain life. Interesting move. Attack everybody. Yeah, I mean, could just take 10. I think I lost this game no matter what I do here. If I just single block, a removal gets me. If I block like this, a removal gets me anyways, but I don't even know what I'm doing there. I think maybe I should just single block and chump block. Or just single block after all. They kill the voice off. Oh, killing the voice means the elemental dies too. Yeah, I messed up. I should have just single blocked. I didn't think about that. That was a mistake. My opponent's certainly playing tight, I feel like. And yeah, their cards have just lined up very well against mine, and I'm making mistakes, which doesn't help. Yeah, I should have just single blocked. That was pretty bad. Might have actually have more of a game if I single blocked there. I mean, certainly I would have another voice in play. Opponent was able to kill me, but missed it. With the trigger on the stack, they could have Takenuma'd and shot me to the face. You're telling me there's a chance? They didn't Bone Crusher. Keep up the Bone Crusher for Amalia. Oh man, if I would have not made the punt, the voice, I maybe have a real chance of winning this game. Damn it. Okay, what do we do here? Sentinel, of course, and then Lunarch Veteran. Kellan, what do I do here? I'm at 3 life. I need to gain some life, right? Yeah, so I have to block all 4 in a way. I can't explore, unfortunately. So the Growth Walker is not growing. No. So this gives me up to 4. The problem is the Bone Crusher just kills me, so I can't let anything through. I have to block everything. So I have to do like this, and then just jump a couple times. This is just pretty rough. Losing creatures. If I had a Voice of Resurgence right here, right now, this would be a lot better. The punt costing me this game, potentially. Yeah, now they can just do this, and I'm down to basically nothing again. Yeah, I needed the Sentinel to live, but I couldn't prevent this from happening. Damn it! The punt the turn prior really. I thought I was out of it already, but like that top deck company, I guess. Oh wow, funny. Free value. Ah, yeah, damn it, that voice, just throwing away that voice. Yeah. Could have attacked first. Oh. Wow, okay, so, well, we're even now, I guess. A punt for a punt. Oh my god, I'm actually winning this game? Jeez. Yeah, I mean, they could have killed all my 1/1s there instead of their 3/3. That would have certainly lost me this. A punt for a punt. Now they're attacking. I mean, the only card that wins them here is Bone Crusher. So I block. I guess if I block, they can Fatal Push this. How many Bone Crushers do you have left? 1, 2, 3. So you have 1 Bone Crusher left in your deck. So if I block, a Fatal Push loses me. Wait a minute. But if they have Fatal Push, they just go minus here and then kill this and attack me for free, right? I can't beat Bone Crusher anyways, though, because it just kills this and then I only have 2 damage. But I gain 3 life if I block here. I go up to 10. I go down to 7. I just have so much more time. It's a bit confusing. Yeah, you could have played this a bit better, maybe. Like this way, if I wouldn't have blocked, I don't. They kind of punted. Like, if I wouldn't have blocked, I would have won here. But they could have just killed my 2/2 with the Blood Tithe and then Fatal Push my Welcoming Vampire. You know, it's like they had that option. They didn't do it, and they went for a much riskier line where I could just decide to not block. So they kind of punted again. Okay, let me think. So I have. Oh wow, I have barely any good creatures left in my deck. I've drawn all the good ones. I have Amalia and Kellan left. That's basically it. Yeah. I've drawn all the good creatures. Like all the 3-mana ones. The voices. Okay, I mean, this game would have been an easy loss against the Extinction event. Even if I would have had the voice around, because maybe not. Probably. Wild stuff. Okay. Alright, I'll play one more match, because we've only faced red-black so far, so it's kind of boring. Play against Yorian, so maybe blue-white control? This hand is not great. It has a lot of good cards, but it doesn't have land, doesn't have a good start, essentially. And I'm also on the play. I think on the draw I would keep this, but like on the play, if I miss my third land and even my fourth, this hand is just so bad. On the other hand, Collected Company is one of the best cards in this matchup. I would assume. I mean, I don't know. So I'm gonna risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. I don't know. It's basically I have like 4 must-kill cards. It's also nice that none of this is bad against like Temporary Lockdown, at least these 2 guys. Temporary Lockdown is a pretty effective card against this deck otherwise, I would think. Okay, that was a great draw. That gives me 1 more mana. And if I now draw a land, I'm in business. Okay. Maybe I have Omen of the Sea here. I think I'm just gonna slam that Vampire. I feel like playing a Wildgrowth Walker just doesn't do me anything good. Yes, I'm trimming a mana down from these companies. Maybe this is just too bad. If they have like Make Disappear, I'm just so far behind. Alright, I'll just play the Walker. They have Lockdown, that's gonna be brutal too though. If I play Lockdown, like if I play Walker and they Lockdown me, that's just also really rough. I don't know. Not missing the land there was definitely bad, but you know, I kept this hand. I did it to myself. I did it to myself. So they maybe are thinking if they even counter this, I don't know. They probably should counter it, especially considering that I also used the treasure for it. Yeah. Yep. Maybe I should just play the Walker and sort of gotten... I don't know. This is so bad. Yeah, okay. Well, I went 3-0. Maybe I'll get my loss here against blue-white. Steady blue-white. I guess I'm not attacking because Shark Typhoon is a thing, and I really want this Innkeeper around. Looks like they are doing this. Okay. Well, then I'm attacking. You dealt yourself a damage, even if you didn't know about it, because you did that. Could have done it in the end step, and then you wouldn't have been at 18, rather at 19. And maybe at the end of the game, you go exactly down to 0, and that 1 life point was everything. Just saying. Okay, this really didn't work out. Yeah. Let's throw out an ice here for a non-game. They even had Shark Typhoon. Yeah, I don't know. Just like even with Shark Typhoon in hand, like you gotta at least think, oh, maybe they attack for the Innkeeper and then I get to kill it for free, basically. Drawing a card. This is just, like, come on. I'm not gonna play this out. Drawing the Aetherflux Reservoir was the cherry on top of everything else. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Specialist, Skyclave. I don't know about the return. It's pretty bad against Lockdown, I guess, but it's good against Verdict, I suppose. They might bring in Rest in Peace. I don't know. Maybe. Rest in Peace good. Reidane and Thoughtseize and Haywire Mite for sure. I guess Get Lost too. Yeah, maybe this has to go. Maybe the Dina has to go as well. I don't really understand the Dina when you have Reservoir. I guess for an insta kill, I guess they can counter the Reservoir in this matchup. You put it on top and then just keep up counterspell. By the way, the list already plays 2 Boseijus in the main deck, which is kind of cool. Helps against temporary lockdown. I don't know. Maybe this is a matchup where you like trim on the combo a little bit because they have a lot of disruption, and you might just have to go beatdown plan. But I don't really have anything else I want on my side, but I guess the Welcoming Vampire. Maybe you need the Dina? I don't know. Seems like a tricky matchup because I'm playing like Innkeeper and Lunarch Veteran, which they're really bad cards if I don't have the other pieces around them, right? I just put 1/1s into play, and like if my opponent can just counter, you know, the important spells, and then lock down or verdict my shitters away at the end of it, then that could be pretty good against me. Planeswalkers are great against blue-white. Grist. Anybody who's playing Modern knows how insanely good Grist is. As a Planeswalker, you can find it with Collected Company. You can find it with Chord of Calling. It's completely, utterly broken. But yeah, too broken for this format, I guess. That one would certainly be good here. Could make my opponent believe that I have Chord of Calling by just like attacking with one creature. Not sure if I should do it, because like this is the perfect turn for them to counter it and then deploy one of their powerful 4-drops. Unfortunate I had to play the Boseiju. They're going for Field of Ruin, so they give me an opportunity to cast Company here. Should I take that opportunity? They could Verdict or Lockdown. But I might be able to find 3-drops. Well, I guess that's the combo. I guess that's good too. So so I have Reservoir in my deck. So yeah, I just dig towards Reservoir, I guess. And then they have to have an answer. Oh, that's why you play Scattered Growth, maybe. So you can instantly draw into the card that you put on top. That's funny. It's pretty neat. Yeah, that's the reason probably, right? Because otherwise you wouldn't put this in your deck. That's the reason, it's gotta be. Yeah. It's a good card, but I think it's just Reservoir or bust. Good one too. What I could have done there is I could have left the Thoughtseize on top, draw it, and then go off further. No? That's something I didn't think about in the moment. Well, I guess let's just do it. Jesus. Okay. I might not find Reservoir. Maybe I should have topped that card. Okay. Almost. 40 cards deep. Alright, cool. Yep. 110, 100 life. Not bad. Okay, Razorverge Thicket, Courtyard, Overgrown Tomb, Confluence, Overgrown Tomb. That's all I need to discard. Alright, cool. So you gotta deal with this. And I'm just gonna kill you then. Sounds good. Elspeth Smite. Hot dammity damn. That's just so incredible, right? Like my opponent had Make Disappear, struggling on lands. That's why they had the Field of Ruin there. Funny. Just unbelievable how the stack wins out of nowhere. And then with Thoughtseize, you can do this little trick with the Scattered Growths there. That was kind of cute. Wow, I'm just impressed out of what situations this deck can just all of a sudden win the game. It's pretty amazing. This card theoretically good, but being a sorcery and so expensive. And the Welcoming Vampire really hasn't looked that great in all these games, honestly. I don't know. I like it because it's somewhat cheap. And against blue-white, they have Make Disappear and Duvin's Veto, so I think it's gonna be better than the Kayla's Reconstruction. Ugh. No, this can't be a keep. I basically already have a mulligan. Yeah, this is better. Just put this away. I think so. Turn 2 on the play voice is pretty awesome. Makes their counter spells bad, but now they can counter the voice, so it's less awesome. I guess I'll just start here. Yep. Okay, no answer. This thing is a little difficult to kill for them, right? They need Get Lost, I suppose. Like, otherwise it's a March for free. It's a Verdict. Temporary Lockdown doesn't do it. They don't have a play. See, not even an Emperor. No stops, no play. So they might have the Elspeth Smite or like a Ganjo. They already played the Otavara. They might have a Ganjo, I guess, or Elspeth Smite, because they didn't return Yorion. Maybe they have like Dovin's Veto. You can really try to assess your opponent's hand on these little clues here, because when I put the Void on the stack, it just instantly resolved. So that means no absorb, no change the equation, no make disappear, you know? So, but they have to have something in hand, right? So it's like sweepers, Dovin's Veto. You can narrow it down, essentially. Yeah. I think I'm not going to attack. But if I'm not attacking, it's just a Ganjo and the Elspeth Smite. But yeah, I'm not attacking. And I don't think I'm playing another creature either, because this is just... I would not be surprised if this is a Verdict here, or Teferi. Okay, well, fair enough. I guess I didn't put enough pressure. Well, luckily I can get me a 1-drop here and draw a card. So I have 5 power. It's not something I had especially in mind against this Teferi, but I knew I had this option, but like this is pretty nice, I guess. Just attack the Teferi, I guess. They do have Elspeth Smite. Maybe I should have probably played first. Yeah, I should have played the Welcoming Vampire or something like that first, probably. Or what I could have also done is, that would have been a sick play, actually. I'm so sad I didn't see it. I could have tried to make this Welcoming Vampire into a 3/4. With the Kellan. This is pretty sad. Yeah, like Teferi is a rough one to play against. Like that really makes me have to play to the board now. I guess I get a big token there. Okay. That helps, I guess. Now I'm like kind of bad against Verdict and Lockdown. This matchup seems kind of rough, honestly. I guess I have Haywire Mite for the Lockdown. Yeah. I should have drawn one more card this turn. I should have just done this pre-combat. I even was saying Elspeth Smite and I just blanked on it. I don't know. Why do I do that sometimes? Not even sure this card is particularly good in this matchup. It's pretty bad against Voice of Resurgence because, you know, you can only do it in their turn and then they always get the elemental. And like they don't even need to combo. They don't need to attack to combo, so this like doesn't even disrupt the combo. It seems also bad against Vampire. It's bad against Thoughtseize if they know I have it. It's just bad all around. Rest in peace into Verdict. Man, that is absolutely utterly insane. That is totally insane. Yeah, I mean, game 2 we had an easy victory, but this is not easy whatsoever. Good game, they already say. They're sitting on the Dovin's Veto as well, just for the complete nutter butters. Okay. Maybe I should have baited with the Kellan, huh? I don't even know if they would have gone for the bait though, because they kind of want to keep the veto up for like a company or a removal for the Teferi. I mean, they got it all this game. I kind of played into exactly what they had as well. If I would have played Amalia, the turn before they deployed to Ferry, they probably would have just verdicted me. Like, if they have it all, it's difficult. I don't know. Tough. Okay. Yeah. I guess my hope of winning this game now is to double explore onto Kellan and kill this Teferi, and then we go from there. Yeah, that was not supposed to happen. Okay. Sure. Oh, I get to draw it. Nice. Yeah. I mean, I could still not. No. I need a way to gain life as well to combo here. I need to draw like Innkeeper, I guess. Innkeeper or Veteran would be both enough. What is this? Destroy evil? Okay. Well, all right. It's a bit of a sign of weakness, maybe. Doing this, I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, they didn't activate the Emperor. You gotta put a stop. So this lets me quad for just 2. No, just 1. Looks like at least they don't have any instants, no counter spells. Maybe just a veto though. They could have another veto. I don't even know what I should look for. Like, the problem is, what do I look for? Like, I need a life gain source and I need a way to explore. Like, I need the Wildgrowth Walker, I mean, I need a way to... So do I even do it? So if I draw Wildgrowth Walker... Oh, this gains me life. Oh, I have a way of life gain. Okay. Okay. Forget about this little extra text here. Okay. There's a chance. If they just have 3 lands in hand, you know. Okay. Well, if they try to kill my Amalia, I guess I have to make the first move, and I can only gain 1 life. Like, I have a one-time life gain here. Just pass the turn, right? Do it in the upkeep, maybe? Then I don't get a token, though. You got it or you don't. Oh, I don't even gain the 2 life because... Oh, damn it. Because of the rest in peace. Ugh. Shit. I missed that. It's a death trigger. Right, so you don't gain life. My opponent said they're sorry, but I don't think they're sorry. Why did they activate this? You're not even minusing on my combo pieces or my voice with the Teferi. I mean, if you don't have anything in hand, you minus on a combo piece. If you have a counter spell in hand, you minus on a voice, right? Something like that. I don't know. What do I know? Just I have no clue about their hand. What can I comment on their plays? And then a post... Okay. The post attack. Yara Skynomad. And I used my Haywire Mite on the stupid rest in peace, which did absolutely nothing against the temporary lockdown, which they probably had rotting in their hand, staring down at my Mite. This was just the worst. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, I could have played this better, but to be fair, this position was a tough one to win. From anyways, I don't know if I would have won this game if I, you know, like, look at this game. They just attacked for 5 with Reidane. I drew an Amalia. I have an Overgrown Tomb. I have a 2/2, a 1/3, a 2/2, and a Haywire Mite in play. 4 creatures that do absolutely shit right now. And I have Overgrown Tomb in this. I probably wouldn't win this game, even if I keep the Haywire Mite around for a turn. All right, GG's. So that was Amalia combo. Not gonna lie, pretty impressive. The version I played like one and a half months ago was a lot worse than this one. This is a tuned animal. Yeah, sort of would have just gone 2-2 maybe in this set of 4 matches because the red black player, you know, misclicked with the extinction event. But yeah, I think just overall how we won those first 2 matches with ease. How out of nowhere you can win, like in that game number 2 against blue-white control, just boom, there's the victory, putting a 20/20 into play, having a Thoughtseize in hand, and then Reservoir on top of your deck. I mean, what are they supposed to do? It's just turn 4, you know? That's just outrageous, honestly, and really, really, really powerful. So I don't know. This is honestly a consideration for me too for the weekend. It is powerful. It is not that easy to interact with, and just very proactive, which is always nice. Yeah, I'm very impressed by this specific list. Maybe you can do improvements to the sideboard, but I honestly wouldn't. No immediate ones. Archon of Emeria you can throw out, I suppose, in this format. And what would you play instead? I don't even know, honestly. Maybe Thoughtseize. But you also don't want to put too many non-creatures into your deck because that makes both Collected Company and Chord of Calling a lot worse. Would be kind of nice to have more cheap creatures with Chord of Calling, like 1-drops, for example. Would Sea Note Scout maybe would make Chord of Calling even more explosive and powerful. In any case, impressed with the Kellan. The one-offs and so on made sense. Welcoming Vampire, I'm a bit skeptical of. It felt a bit close. Maybe Canister was experimenting with this a bit. I could see that. Canister is certainly someone who sometimes just throws cards into his deck and just tries them out. But I guess there's also a 3rd copy in the sideboard, so he must have really liked it. I suppose it's quite strong in the mirror match because there's just almost no removal and then you just draw a lot of cards. Although the mirror match is really just a pretty crazy game where one player gains 100 and the other player gains 100. You can't even reservoir each other. Maybe you can reservoir each other because you have a little bit more life than 100. And they have like a little bit less than 100 because you just attack one more time and you can like 50 and 50 them. I don't even know. The mirror match sounds a bit gruesome. I guess you have Knight of Dust Shadow, huh? Yeah, anyways, this deck is very impressive, very powerful. Yeah, the hype is real. The hype is real, I would say. All right, guys. Thanks for watching as always, and good luck in your Explorer Qualifier weekend. I will probably, I don't know yet, but I think I will not be streaming the event myself, but I plan to record it and maybe do a match review or a tournament review afterwards if you know I don't get kicked out after round 3 already or something like that, if it takes a little bit longer. Or I guess even if I just have a short tournament, I might also do it. All right, guys, thanks for watching as always. See you in the next one. Take care.